Hey, good morning, Matthew.
Morning.
Paul Maurice was saying the other day that you guys have had your struggles with Montreal. I look back at it a bit, and you've won your share, but you do give up a lot of goals, about four a game on average the last few years. What is it about this matchup? Anything unique about you and the Habs?
I don't know. It's tough to really put a finger on one thing. Plus, we only see these guys twice a year, so it's just probably it just happened that way. They are a good team. They play a quick and fast game. So the few times that we did play against them, they gave us trouble with that. So we're aware of that now. We've talked about it in the last couple of days, so we'll try to be ready for that.
Go next to Kelly Moore from CJOB. Go ahead, Kelly.
Hey, Matthew. A lot of the times with successful teams, you hear about the unselfish nature that has to enter into it from a team-wide commitment. And for you personally, with Pierre-Luc Dubois coming in, now you get moved down to the fourth line. Talk a little bit, if you will, about some of the sacrifices that players have to make in order for the team to be successful.
Yeah, never easy, but it's like you say, it's all about getting the win. So for us, we feel like we have four lines that can play, and we're doing everything we can to rack up points on the standing. So obviously, when I was playing a third line, that was great. You get more ice time, but now I'll do whatever I can to keep helping the team win the games.
We'll go next to Marc-André Perreault from TVA Sport. Go ahead, Marc.
Salut Mathieu, j'ai comme remarqué à la pratique là, que c'est un groupe super détendu, qui a beaucoup de plaisir, qui semble avoir quand même beaucoup de confiance. Est-ce que tu sens que le niveau de confiance est passé à une autre étape cette année chez les Jets? Parce qu'en début de saison, juste pour faire une petite parenthèse, on dirait qu'en début de saison, il n'y a pas grand monde qui vous mettait dans les séries, on dirait. Puis là, vous avez l'air d'un groupe super confiant.
Oui, certainement. C'est sûr que quand tu gagnes des parties puis que l'équipe joue bien, ça l'aide à la confiance, ça l'aide à quand tu es à l'aréna, l'atmosphère est tout le temps plus décontractée quand les choses vont bien. Donc, en ce moment, c'est le feeling qu'on a ici. L'équipe joue bien, on réussit à performer au niveau qu'on veut. On vient de rajouter Dubois dans le line-up qui joue une grosse game pour nous. On se sent encore plus en confiance avec un gars comme ça aussi dans le line-up. Donc, en ce moment, tu regardes à travers tout notre line-up, le goaler, les défenseurs, l'attaque, on a certainement confiance qu'on peut rivaliser et battre n'importe qui dans la division.
We'll go next to Guillaume Lefrançois from La Presse. Go ahead, Guillaume.
Oui, salut Mathieu. Écoute, je voulais simplement revenir avec toi un petit peu sur le début de la saison. On n'a pas vraiment eu la chance de parler depuis, mais à la fin du camp, les Jets sont soumis au ballottage. Il y a plusieurs autres vétérans dans la Ligue nationale qui ont également vécu cette situation-là. J'aimerais juste que tu nous parles un petit peu du processus pour, si on veut, la vie après le ballottage pour toi, parce que tu as encore un rôle, tu contribues à l'attaque, tout ça. Donc, comment ça a été?
Oui, c'est ça. Ça a été, c'était vraiment une décision qui est en rapport avec le cap salarial, avec le fait qu'ici, il y a Brian Little qui était blessé, mais qui ne pouvait pas être mis sur la liste à long terme des blessés. Donc, avec son salaire et les salaires des autres gars, on dépassait. Donc, il fallait qu'il libère un peu de place. Puis, ça fitait que c'était moi. Donc, tu sais, j'étais un gars qui vieillissait. Puis, avec le salaire que je faisais, puis la situation que les autres équipes avaient dans la ligue, ils considéraient que j'allais pas être pris justement au ballottage. Donc, c'était comme le risque que l'équipe avait à prendre. Mais dès le début du camp, quand je suis arrivé la première journée, ça m'avait été mentionné que je faisais partie de l'équipe, puis j'étais dans le line-up. Ils me voyaient sur la 3 et la 4e ligne, puis sur l'avantage numérique. Donc, ça a vraiment été juste un 24 heures qui était un peu stressant parce qu'il y a eu une chance que j'arrive à me déplacer. Mais sinon, mon rôle avec l'équipe, dès le début, en arrivant au camp, il n'avait pas changé.
I will go next to Paul Friesen from The Sun. Go ahead, Paul.
Actually, we sometimes forget that English isn't your first language. So when a guy like Pierre-Luc Dubois comes here, how nice is that? How big a deal is it to have someone who shares that with you? And what's kind of the dynamic in the room?
Yeah, it's been awesome. Honestly, he's come up to me quite a bit. Obviously, for both of us speaking French, anytime he has any kind of question about how things goes around here or whatever it might be, he comes up to me. And I like that. I like to be able to speak my own language every now and then. I haven't got to do that a whole lot here in the past few years. Last year was Gabriel Bork, but before that there wasn't any guys. So it's always nice to, sometimes have a chance to just chat in your own language, and we get on the road. We went for dinner together, so we get to share stories together. So it's been good so far.
I'll go next to Ken Weeb from Sportsnet. Go ahead, Weaver.
Morning, Matthew. We talk every year about the importance of secondary scoring. What stood out to you about the play of the third and fourth lines of your team this year so far?
The consistency, I would say. Even when we are not scoring, we feel like we generate a lot of momentum for a team, whether it's, playing well defensively, shutting down the other team's best, or getting the ozone and, killing it sometimes in there and getting goals. You look at, obviously the third line Habs has been, scoring a bunch of goals. Laos, I have myself, Andrew, when he was there, he was scoring a lot. So you see throughout all like the bottom six. So it's maybe some we lacked in the past few years. And so far this year, we're glad that we can help out defensively and help the team get more wins.
Next to Jeff Hamilton from the Free Press. Go ahead, Jeff.
I'm just curious, after 6.5 years, I don't know if you knew this, but Neil Pionk just finished his business degree. Just thinking about how much work you guys have to do to stay in this game and hone your craft. How impressive is it that you got a guy out there who's playing the level of hockey he's playing and also completing a university degree?
I was not aware of that. This is impressive, I would say, because I don't know if I wouldn't have had time to do that for sure. So, good for him. I didn't, I just learned that right now from you. So, obviously this is a great accomplishment for him, and I'll make sure I'll congratulate him. This is great.
Just a couple more for Matthew. We'll go to Sarah Lusky from TSN. Go ahead, Sarah.
Hey, Matthew. Sorry if you were asked this already, but just what do you expect to see from the Habs team? I know that you answered already that you guys don't see them often in a typical year and haven't had the chance to see them yet. But based on what you've seen on video, what is it that you're expecting from this Canadiens group tonight?
Quickness, really good on the, if you turn the puck over, when they re-attack on you, they are really good at that. Rush play has been good. So they can play throughout their whole lineup. They get, good players on all four lines. They got one of the better goalie in the league, and all their decor is good. So we got to expect a tough game here tonight. And, like all games in our division, like not every game is so important, and it's going to be a hard game. When you look at the standings, they're 1 point behind us. So this is, a huge time of the season where if we can play our best hockey and, take the points, we're running away, and we can separate ourselves from that team.
And final question to Kelly Moore from CJOB. Go ahead, Kelly.
Hey, Matthew, earlier in your career, you did see a lot of Montreal when you were playing in Washington. Is it, 12th year in the National Hockey League, is it still a big deal considering your heritage to play the Habs? Yeah,
it is. It still is, because, I go back home every summers, and, all my buddies, my family, everyone lives back there, and, they're Habs fans, so they talk about it. So every time I get to play against them, I know they're watching the game, and I always like to, just trying to beat them so I can, brag around my buddies. We beat the Habs. They're pissed off and I'm happy. So it's always kind of been like that, and it still is. I know tonight they're all going to be watching, and I was actually talking with my buddies this morning, and they told me, like, you can maybe score a goal or two, but they don't want us to win the game. But so that's why it's always special to play against them.